In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys one of the sales tips that actually really helped me increase my closing ratio, really increase my persistency in the life insurance industry, and most importantly, allowed prospects to actually trust me. One thing that's super important if you want to close more deals, help more families, really increase your income is having the prospect understand or know that you understand them, that you feel their pains, and that at the deepest moment that you can understand their actual situation. Because the reality is the reason why we really enjoy different people, the reason why we have different friends and we have best friends, and the reason why we feel connection to people is because they feel like we understand them, that we can have compassion for them, that we actually care for them. And so one of the mistakes that I see a lot of agents make, and I don't want you to be one of them, is not actually caring for your clients and making them, you might care for them and you might care for people, but if you don't actually do a few things that I'm going to be sharing with you guys in this video, you're going to blow so many sales. The reason why this is important, making sure that they actually understand and feel you, is because it actually builds a sense of trust that they can count on you, and that they can actually trust what you're saying, because a lot of people will just want to sell stuff, and they're getting marketed to and sold all day. And so a lot of people think with their own pockets rather than thinking what's in their best interest. And so if somebody can instantly know that you are thinking with their best interest, thinking with their pockets and rather not yours, and really thinking about their problems more, and you're able to come up with a solution to their problems that they have, you're going to get a lot more success than most people do. And this is a mistake I made early on, is actually not listening to people, not making them feel heard, not talking and not interrupting when they're actually speaking. Like these are basic respect principles, but these will go a long way. And what's interesting is when you let them talk more, when you listen more, when you actually give them gestures, okay, yeah, it totally makes sense. Oh, gotcha, okay. And then use one of these powerful things that I've used to really help me close more deals is in helping them know that they're actually listening, or that you're actually listening, is asking follow-up questions. The way that you can actually make them know, and you can tell them without actually telling them, that you are listening, that you can hear what they're saying, and that you actually care for what they are saying, is by asking a follow-up question, saying, hey, what I'm hearing you say is that it sounds like you just don't want this to be a true financial burden on your family, and that you want to make sure that they're not having to start a GoFundMe. Does that sound about right? Or okay, and when you say that and then ask another question, or saying, oh my gosh, okay, you said your daughter or your mom just passed, okay, was that recent, or okay, and then just asking more follow-up questions with that. Oh my gosh, did she live near you, or did you have to kind of cover that burial, or pay out of pocket for that, or how'd that work? And so being able to ask follow-up questions, ask questions that will allow your prospect to know that you actually care, that you're listening to them. And one thing that really helped me actually turn a corner in my sales career and help increase my closing ratio from 40% to 60 to 70, 75% using one call closes, is making sure that they are heard. But then also one thing that really helped as well is actually just asking more questions, become a professional question asker. You want to solve problems. The reason why you're in sales is because you solve problems. People pay to solve their problems. And so you really want to identify and understand and make sure that you actually understand their situation and where they are at now. And so you want to ask questions, you want to ask follow-up questions, and not assume. That's another mistake that I made early on, is that I assumed I knew what they meant. Hey, okay, yeah. Oh, and then I would interrupt, and then I would be like, yeah. So you just want to, so you just want peace of mind, huh? And it's like, no, and so here's the thing in sales that I wish I knew earlier. if you say something that is true, it's not true technically. They're not going to perceive it as true, but if you can get them to say it, then that is truth. And so you want them, if you kind of hear them saying something, can you expand on that a little bit? And have them, or when you say this, what specifically do you mean by that, right? Because a lot of people mean different things when you say that, but what does that mean for you specifically? And that has helped me close more deals. That has helped me help more people and families, is by asking follow-up questions and clarifying, okay, when you say this, what do you mean by that exactly? Okay, just so I understand and we're on the same page, what do you mean by this? Or how do you mean by that? And so when you ask follow-up questions, when you clarify, not over clarifying, right? Just be a human, be a normal person. A lot of people want to like probe and clarify. It's like, no, just actually get to the root issue and figure out exactly what's going on, and don't make them clarify things that are just out there and like obvious. But if you're not totally sure, okay, when you say this, what do you mean by that? Because I've heard you say it a few times. So what do you mean by that specifically? And then ask that question. Another thing that has really helped in sales, and asking questions, following up, being able to go deeper with them and understanding their problem is huge. But then one more really, really, really important thing that you can do that will help you close more deals, allow the prospects to get on your side of the table, is being okay with silence and being okay if it's awkward, because that will hold your frame. And so when you're asking questions, don't always feel like you need to rush the next question. If you ask a certain question, or maybe you're trying to ask a question and you sit in it for a second, it really draws them in. And so when you're selling over the phone, and you can kind of switch up your cadence a little bit, and when you're asking a deep question, can I ask you something, I guess, personal, Miss Betty? Yeah. Okay. Kind of, I guess, walk me through a little bit. God forbid something were to happen to you. What would, I guess, that look like for your daughter? Like, what would she have to actually do? Kind of walk me through that a little bit. And so, do you notice my tonality there? Like, it really switches up. I'm not afraid that if they say something, to take a step back and just think. It allows me to gather my thoughts, also sit back and know exactly what direction I'm going to go here. But then it also makes them be like, did I say something wrong? And so you actually sell them a little bit more being okay, being silent, and not silent, but like just pausing and like just taking a second to think, because it'll create more emphasis on what you're actually saying. So these few sales tips, right? Asking follow-up questions, actually gesturing, right? Okay, yeah, oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, all right. Yeah. So like being able to do that on top of asking follow-up questions, and then also being okay in the silence, will really allow you to close more deals. Because I make these videos because I want you to make more money transparently. I want you to make a ton of money using these actual sales tips. And if I could go back, I want to document and share with you guys everything that I've learned about sales that has allowed me to close hundreds of, like $700,000 of life insurance premium all over the phone. Like, that's allowed me to travel the world. That's allowed me to have freedom, right, in my life, and have security, knowing that, hey, at the end of the day, I know that I'm chill, like I'm good. If the world crashes down, I know that I have a skill in sales that whatever I need to do, I know I can sell. And so if my business completely were to burn down and the whole insurance industry were to be gone, I knew I could go somewhere else, make somebody an offer, and sell. And I knew that I know I can do that, and it provides a lot of comfort. And so if you guys can learn one thing about, like, one skill, marketing or sales or whatever, I would choose sales all day, because if you can learn the art of persuasion, if you can learn the art of sales and understanding human psychology and making that work on your side, one, you're going to get better at marketing. But then two, most importantly, is that you will never have to, you'll never have to worry about eating again. You'll never have to worry about not making money again, because you can always sell something. And so even though it is challenging, even though it's hard, sales, one, is inflation proof, and recession proof. But then two, if you can learn the art of sales, you'll be able to live any life that you actually want. So I hope this video is helpful for you guys. Like this video right now, comment down below what you guys think of this, what your takeaway is, what you're actually going to implement into your business so you can become a world-class salesman, and how you're going to help more families with the art of sales and learning the art of persuasion. So subscribe right now so you don't miss any more videos just like this, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.